Okay, take two. So this is my latest radio. It's an Hanrongda HRD-737. Now, as you can see by the size of the box, it's probably not very big. So this is it here. Now, the reason for getting this is because it's very portable and it has very wide coverage. It says portable aircraft band radio, but that's only a tiny part of the coverage of this. It's not quite DC to daylight, but it goes from the medium wave band right up to around 230 megahertz, and I think it goes continuously from 30 megahertz to 230 megahertz. Now, there's a bit of debate where exactly it goes up to. We'll find out. So, made in China, of course. HRD, Hanrongda, portable aircraft band radio, like it's really plug in that. Quality control passed, which is a good sign. At least someone inspected it. There's some of the features. Let me just check that's more or less in focus. I think so. So full band, presets, ATS, DSP, digital signal processing, which should be good. Digital tuning, 1.1 inch LCD, headphone, show clear, don't know what that means. Battery symbol, radio presets, wide frequency, alarm clock, of course. And at the bottom, I'm doing this on a proper tripod which I found a short while ago. I don't know if that's in focus. Maybe if I get it a bit nearer. Well, if you want to look at those, you can pause it. Won't read them all out. I think that's nice and clearly in focus. Right, so on this box there, you'll see there's a gold colour. Looks like a grey colour. On the other side there's a black colour. Well, I was given a choice between black and gold. So let's see what's in the box. So there we go, there's my first choice, the gold one indeed. So that worked. My message to seller said gold if possible. So in a little plastic bag, there it is. And it is indeed quite small. Can't quite get that in. The aerial is quite small and flimsy. I've obviously read about this online and seen reviews, and it seems suitable for my needs. I travel around a lot. I've lived in more than 20 countries around the world, and some of them still probably have VHF broadcasts. Probably not so many these days. What I mean by VHF broadcasts, I mean things which are analog rather than digital. So in the old days there was television on band 1 and band 3. This covers that complete range. So it would have been handy if I could go back in time about 20 years to have this. Obviously it wasn't available. Nothing like this was. There's the radio. There's a few things in the box. This is interesting, a clip-on extension lead. Sorry, aerial lead maybe. Clips on there. Take that out. I wouldn't actually clip it on there, it's a bit fragile. Probably pull it out to there. Get a little alligator crocodile clip, call it what you want. And that fits on there a bit more nicely. Obviously you spread it out first, then you clip it on afterwards. So this covers shortwave and low VHF. This will probably come in handy, even for FM it might help. I found that before, that these clip-on aerials, this is quite substantial length, it actually can help for FM, certainly low VHF. So there's the headphones, they're probably not brilliant, but they're here. There's a charging cable, rechargeable batteries inside, and there's a charging port. So bring it a bit nearer. Get that in focus, maybe. So there's the controls. Inside we've got the inevitable little strap. I don't think we'll bother with that, I'll just get in the way. And we've got the user manual for HRD-737 wide frequency receiver. Now it's gone from being an airband receiver to wide frequency. I would have preferred that to be on the box because that's more clear what it is now. So there's the bands, again it's in focus now. There we go. So I won't go through this now, but just mention it briefly. High reception sensitivity. It is the entry toy for radio Yuan fans, an auxiliary use product for off-road Yuan fans. No idea what that means. I thought that was a Chinese currency, but never mind. There are the bands. There. And AM band, two modes. A step of 9 kHz like we use here in the UK and Europe. 10 kHz like they use in North America. Maybe put it that way around. VHF also band 2 modes VHF, narrow VHF Y. That doesn't really make sense, but I think I know what they mean. So this makes it interesting, having these features on such a small radio. I was going to get one of these a while ago, but, well, the price on Amazon was £37. I got this from eBay and it was £29 and it came from UK. So the Amazon one for £37 came from the UK and this came from the UK, it was £29. I'd rather pay £29 than £37. So there we are. Well, there are pages and pages of this. Obviously I'll have to go through this. There's some coverage notes there. Sorry if I'm wobbling around a bit. I'm leaning. The phone camera is on a tripod, but I'm not. So I'm leaning a bit. Right, so it's in Chinese as well. So improve SW and FM reception. Blah blah blah. Yes, it says clip on the 3 meter. 3 meter is sort of about a wavelength on the FM band, so I was right, it will be good, should be good for FM as well. Right, so there we go. So I'll need to read this through, then I'll do some tests and I'll include those in this video. Because there's obviously a lot of features, a lot of bands. I'm not even sure it's been charged up. Let me just check that. So power, yes, it's charged up. Band. Right, I'm obviously going to have to read it because I've got no idea what to do, so we'll just end there. Right, it works out to switch it on. And there's BBC Radio 5 Live. This is not the nearest transmitter, so it's a bit hissy, but it's working fine. In fact, it's very loud. It's very loud for such a small radio. Now, that's not the most easy Radio 5 Live frequency here. 909 is. That's down near Birmingham, 693, I think the nearest one for that. That's a distant radio 4, it's struggling with that. It's only got a tiny ferrite rod. Pressing the wrong button. Yeah, the telephone camera is causing problems here. Why do I call it a telephone? Sounds very old-fashioned. There's Radio Lancashire from Preston, which is my local transmitter, but it's not very powerful. Medium wave, it works, but it's not stellar, I would imagine. This is Radio Wales. This is quite strong here. Music, so we'll pass over that. Well, there's a stronger Radio 5 Live from Moorside Edge near Manchester. I think it's 400 kilowatts during the day. So it's a bit hissy, but I'm getting interference from the mobile phone. There's a local, whatever it's called these days. Get rid of that. I think it might be called Greatest Hits Radio 999. Changed its name about 5 times in the last few years. Maybe 4. There's Talk Sport from Moorside Edge. It's a bit weak. Let's see if we can work out how to change band. Shortwave. CB. I'm not sure what mode it does for CB. I have to check that. Airband. I'll just pause a minute and 118.775 is quite good here. There's probably a swell, but I'm not sure how to operate that yet. Let's get it in the picture. Obviously it'll work better outside. Reception's not good in here anyway. 118.775. Well, at least it works on airband. So here's VHF. Like I read somewhere, it does go up to 230. If I go like that, it'll go back down to 30. It goes from 30 to 230, the VHF band. I think the light's a problem for the camera. There we are, 30. Volume. 230. 30 to 230. VHF narrow. VHF wide. There's some debate about the step size, whether you can change that or not. You maybe can or you can't. There's the FM band. I get the volume and the tuning mixed up because on another radio they're a different way around. Our BBC Radio 2 Home Moss is coming through quite well. BBC Radio 3 from Winter Hill, that's coming through well. BBC Radio Wales from Llangollen. Trying to find Radio 4, they might be talking.
So the best way to get this
Radio 4 Winter Hill. Now this is very clear for such a tiny width. There's some areas with longer width, some radios with areas that are longer than this that struggle with these. Especially from this position. Interesting, when I tune, I'm getting my local station, which we'll come to soon. Radio Lancashire. Should be Radio Merseyside. Struggling with that one. Volume control. Radio Cumbria, but I'm getting this one.
Saturday daytimes on Radio Wave with Dahlia's Kitchen. Book
That's my local. It's just sort of over that way, about a kilometre. There's Radio Cumbria, I think.
£5, they'll receive a gift and a souvenir of their...
Radio City Liverpool should be there, but it's going to be a problem with Radio Wave being strong.
Christmas Day came, really excited, and I was waiting.
There's Hart from Morecambe Bay. But this is working quite well, actually,
and seeing those
considering.
words, that's the happiest I've ever.
Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds. US 1000.
There's a local airport. Especially if I take the radio away from the mobile phone camera here. Okay, we heard that was Blackpool information.
Caution, large numbers of police on the 2-acre approach and 10 climb up. Traffic wind 22.
Okay, it picks this up. Aircraft identification messages. Might be called A-cars or something like that. Get mixed up. Well, that's coming through quite nicely. That's quite strong. It's possible to decode that with a computer program. There's the other frequency. A bit fainter, but you can hear it. There we go. 131.725, 131.825, the frequencies at work here. Right, it's coming through quite nicely, such a tiny width. One more airband frequency to try. There's usually something on this frequency, but not always. There we go. Fairly nicely in focus now. There's the back. Yep, speaker good at the backs. Fairly adequate as well. Not at all bad really for £29 with such wide coverage. Further testing to come. Okay, see you. Bye.